There was an attempt to make a block. There was an attempt to make a block while I'm cooking. You don't see what I'm doing, but in fact, I'm cooking my breakfast. Today is August the 13th. Today is August the 13th, 2026, and I have been watching a lot of content, a lot of comments regarding Prince of BEL AIR, the classic TV show, not the new revival, with the new cast that is more drama-oriented rather than comedy-oriented. Comedy-oriented, I hope that word makes sense, but come on, I'm fluent in the English language, and I would say that the word I just came up with makes perfect sense. Anyway, the following thought that I want to express over here is regarding empathy and how much sympathy we feel for Will because of the episode called That Has a Brand New Excuse, in which, long story short, we get to know Will's biological dad, who abandoned him and left his mom and was not around since day one. Alright? And was not around since day one, which is honestly the ultimate betrayal, absolutely a deadbeat, and absolutely criticizable. Alright? Not a man, a horrible person that deserves no sympathy for what he did to his offspring, his son. Don't call him son, call it offspring. Even, come on, I have read a funny case in a funny comic book called Scandinavia and the World, in which Sweden has drunken sex with Sister Finland, and he's not in love with her. He is not married to her. It was consensual, of course. She's in love with him. And what happened? He was consensual. He was drunk. And she loves him. She's in love with him. But they end up having drunk sex just because they call him, "What's up, Sweden? Are you gay?" And he's like, "No, what are you talking about? Of course I'm not." And oh my god, what do I do? And in an attempt to test and prove his masculinity, he ended up having intercourse with Sister Finland. They have a kid, and afterwards, what does he do? He takes responsibility and accountability for his actions, and he is present in the kid's life. Come on, even if that person that is openly gay, openly homosexual, and has a romantic relationship with Oland, which is represented as a man, ends up being more responsible than Will's father, come on. That's that should tell you how much of a horrible person he was from the beginning. And that's why Will Smith was an absolute fool for trusting him in the first place. Alright, let me check. Let me tell you the reason why I believe this. Give me a second. I hope this goddamn thing is recording. Tell me, is this recording? Wait a minute. Is this recording? Yes, it is. Thank goodness. All the while, I'm cooking while speaking. You don't see what I'm doing, but I'm cutting some bacon, put it on the frying pan, and I let the bacon get fried, stir-fried, while it releases the usual grease. What happens next? Oh yeah, what's next? It releases some grease, which at the same time prevents the stuff from sticking to the pan, while it also seasons the bacon grease, seasons anything I put into my little omelette to be. Back to the topic, as I was saying. Come on, both are fictional characters, but come on. If a comic book character is more responsible as a father, what's that? That lets you know that Will's father was a deadbeat rat from the beginning, and that he was a fool for trusting him. He was a fool for deciding to trust someone that was never there, that was never sent a card, never sent a letter, never bothered to show up. At least, come on, even once a year, it wouldn't be any It wouldn't make it any less bad. It wouldn't make it any less worse. However, even if he had shown at least once a year, that still wouldn't make it half as bad, but it would still be bad. Come on, the fact that you were I don't know what his job was, but one more time. My point is that Will was a fool for trusting someone that was never there since day one. He was never present since day one. And this part truly breaks my heart, but at the same time, give me a second, Phil, no. BEL AIR. BEL AIR. Will gets shot? No. Will's dad leaves much. Wow, shocker of the century. Everyone is saying that they have empathy for Will and that they have had a relationship. No, they have had a situation similar to him as his dad because their fathers left, which is horrible. Mine at least had the decency to, mine had at least the decency to stay there till his final day. Mine at least had the decency to die. I'm being ironic with that last word. Had the decency to die, and he was with us until his final breath. He may have been flawed. He may have had his. He may have been flawed. He may have had bad things about his personality, questionable things. However, he was there. He was married to my mom. He was there for us. He loved us. Even if he was, as I said, flawed, he loved us and he was there. He stuck around. Unlike Homer Simpson's mom. Unlike Homer Simpson's mom. The heartbreaking moment, Will's dad. Yeah. I don't wanna ever see you again. Yeah. Oh yeah. Everyone talks about. Sorry, I'm feeling. Fuck. I forgot what I was saying. I'm just rambling. But anyway. Oh, I remember what I was saying. Everyone says that they have empathy for Will. And I do too. However, unlike everyone, my empathy for Will is reducing over time. My empathy for Will is reducing over time. My empathy for Will is reducing over time because everyone is like, oh my god, this is so bad, so sad. Yes, it is. However, my empathy for Will is reducing because I say he was a fool. He was a silly idiot. He was so negatively naive. Negatively naive for trusting someone that left and abandoned him for all the 15 years. 14 years and that's like nothing has happened. Wake up, Will. Oh yeah. I totally agree with Uncle Phil for distrusting him, and at the end of the scene in which Will eventually in which Will eventually cries and breaks down in his Uncle Phil's arm, I'm like, dude, I told you so. I told you so! And boom! A big slap on the face for you to remove the stupid out of you. Really. A slap on the face to remove the stupid out of you. Metaphorically, rhetorically, and a little sprinkle of literally. Boom! Why would you trust someone that was not there for 15 years? I totally agree with Uncle Phil when he says, give me a second.
14, excuse me. 14 years. And that's like nothing has happened. Wake up, Will.
Wake up.
This is the same guy who didn't think enough of you to pick up the damn phone. He made a mistake.
No, he didn't make a mistake. He made more than just a little mistake. He committed the biggest treason, the biggest betrayal, and what's the word? He made the most malevolent and heartless action in existence, which was abandon a child. Come on, if you wanna just have sex, at least have the goddamn decency to make sure you wear a condom. At least get the vasectomy done so that you are making, what do you call it? Making love to women. Have a rocambolesque lifestyle in which you go and make out and have intercourses and all that stuff without making the horrible mistake of procreating a little life. Without making a little mistake that is going to call you dad. Alright? Don't. At least have the goddamn fucking decency to, what do you call it? At least have the goddamn decency to have a vasectomy or wear a condom. Me, for example, I am 34 years old. I hate growing up. I'm 34 years old and I have had plenty of wonderful girls I have been with. Two of them gave me, I was the first boyfriend to two of them. Damn, do I miss these girls, and I was an idiot to them. I'll talk about that more later, but at least no children has been fathered by me. I love girls, I love women, I love being in a relationship. It's fantastic. A girl is her own person. And both of us have to agree and be on the same page that we want children. I don't. Therefore, I make sure, and I work extra hours, I work overtime to make sure that no children are fathered. Which Will's dad definitely did not. If you just wanted to have sex, say that and make sure, alright? Make sure you're wearing a fucking condom, you idiot. I know, the condom is not gonna reduce the sensation. What is a little bit of... What is a couple minutes? Maybe 10? For me. Maybe 10. What is 10 minutes of slightly reduced sensation over 18 fucking years of responsibilities that are easily avoidable? So yeah, fuck no. Oh, I'm cutting cabbage, by the way. Let's continue with what Uncle Phil says. I'm glad you two are spending time together. Make up, road tomorrow, make up for lost time. What the fuck do you mean make up for lost time? There's no lost time to make up for. Alright? You either stay here from the day one, or or you go fuck yourself. Figuratively and literally if you want. Figuratively and literally. Go sodomize yourself with a... Not with a knife because that would be too painful. Maybe with a wooden stick of a broom or something like that. There is one that I'm looking for, which is where Uncle Phil says, who cares what you think? You're not my father. Really? He's not your father? Then you might as well get the fuck out of my house and stop eating my food, stop living in a bed under my roof, and more importantly, stop using my money, alright? Get out, go with your deadbeat dad. And not with, what do you call it? What do you call it? Damn, I'm rambling, but it's my video. Oh yeah, and when Will is not looking, I would be like Uncle Phil and be with Aunt Vivian. With my wife Vivian, I would be like $10 that his father is gonna leave. No, $100 that his father is gonna leave. And Aunt Vivian is like, I take that bet. And afterwards, what do you call it? Afterwards, after the hug, of course, when the drama is over and Will's father left, after Uncle Phil says to Will, I told you so, I go with Aunt Vivian and be like, get my payment. As I said, who cares what you think? You're not my...
You can't, because he's not doing this for you, he's doing this for himself. And if you
Totally
think
true.
differently, then you're a fool.
Hey, just cool it.
If you think differently, you're a fool. Totally true. Totally true. Will was a fool for trusting someone that was not there since day one. And it's been more than a decade and a half, so no.
Cool down, we can talk about this another time.
You know what, Aunt Viv? Ain't even nothing to talk about.
Yes, there ain't anything to talk about, boy, because you're a fool, and that is the truth.
I've been waiting for this for a long time, my whole whole life, and ain't nobody gonna stop me. Come tomorrow, I'm out of here.
Oh, yeah, I don't think so.
Who cares what you think? You are not my father.
But I have been more here than your biological one. Trust me, I have more right. Also, under whose house are you living? Whose food are you eating? I care about you like you're my son, and which is more than your biological sperm donor has done. So, think carefully what you're about to say. Fucking ungrateful. Don't be ungrateful. Uncle Phil was not only angry, he was heartbroken. We know that, and in order to see that, let's check some comments, as I usually do in this type of video. The hurt in Uncle Phil's face when Will said, "You're not my father." I think it was more hurt than angry, because I would be angry a little bit, as I said. But I have been here far longer than your biological father ever was. Under whose house are you living? Whose food are you eating? Under whose roof are you living? Mine, because I care about you, which is more than your sperm donor has done. What really swung me to Phil's side is what he's like, this is the same guy who didn't think enough of you to pick up the damn phone, and you're a fool if you think otherwise. Again, that's the reason why my empathy for Will has reduced over time. It's not dying, it's not non-existent, it's there, but at the same time it's like, I'm the type of friend that would be like comforting you for your mistake, but at the same time smacking the shit out of you, smacking the stupid out of you because you made a stupid mistake. You can physically see the hurt on his eyes. True, I got to admit that when I heard Will scream, "You're not my father," that hit me hard. You can see the shock and hurt in Uncle Phil's eyes. Uncle Phil may have been angry at Will for saying that, but at the same time he couldn't blame him because all he wanted was to be accepted by his father. True, but at the same time, think about it, son. And one more time, as a punchline, I would call him son afterwards. Yeah. It hurts to see Will defending his father just for his father to betray him again. And that's why, my friends, my empathy for Will Smith, the character, of course, the character, has reduced over time. Yeah. So, that's it. Thank you very much for listening to me. I'm out to have breakfast.